Okay, so next up we have Claire Nutt, who's Director at Birth and Wellbeing and Perinatal Mental Health Midwife at North Bristol Trust. Is that about right? Hi Claire. Good poorly foot. We're going to talk about the perinatal care within children. Thank you very much.
Hello. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to sit down. It's a bit strange sitting down and talking, but I'll just let you guys get your seats at the back. I'm not very good at holding a microphone as well, so do please tell me off. So my name's Claire Nutt. I am a midwife. I've been a midwife for about 5 years. I'm now the perinatal mental health midwife at North Bristol Trust. And I'm also a massage therapist. I've been a massage therapist for about 18 years. And that kind of led me on my midwifery path, really. I've always wanted to do both. And I guess about 12 years ago, kind of went down the pregnancy and birth route, specialised with massage courses, etc. And that led me to the midwifery degree. So that's really been the main sort of seeds of my personal journey. But alongside that, I met a lovely lady called Nicola Gascoigne, who was a maternity care assistant here in Bristol in a community midwifery team that I was working in as a community midwife. And she's a registered counsellor. And basically, through the support that we were giving to women in the areas that we were working, we realised the combined approach was really effective. And both with our independent practices, we sort of essentially had a sense of frustration in some of the inaccessibility to the services that we could offer and other therapists. The cost of it was enormous for many people, and therefore that kind of really restricted people who could use these services. So we set up the Birth and Wellbeing Partnership, both as a social enterprise, but also now we are a charity fund. We are Big Lottery funded now, and I've just recently received some other funding, which means that we can, as well as our private practices, is really of subsidised and free sessions in counselling and massage therapy and holistic therapies to everyone that needs it. So we now have a team of 6 different therapists. Our key is that we are specialists in maternity care and services, both pre and postnatally. We have 3 midwives on board who specialise either in counselling, holistic therapies. We have specialist therapists that also work particularly in fertility and pregnancy, birth preparation, and postnatally as well. So basically our foundation is very much salutogenic in the sense that our main aim is to act as an early intervention service to prevent the onset of more difficult mental health issues. So our approach is very much on calm, comfort and connection in the sense of promoting relaxation, self-soothing strategies, comfort with regard to their pain and changes in symptoms of pregnancy, but also connection. So not just a mind-body connection, but a connection between a woman and her baby, with her partner, with her other children, and as a family network and as a community sort of network on the whole, and how that ripples out into our society. But essentially we are developing more and more now as a specialist referral service. We receive referrals from North Bristol Trust, community midwives, health visitors, from Bluebell Care, the charity that's based here, supporting perinatal mental health. And so we subsidise those sessions so that we can see women, partners, over a longer period of time and really bespoke their one-to-one support, whether they want counselling, birth trauma therapy we offer, specific massage therapy, reflexology, and along their journey, so along the ebb and flow of their pregnancy, whether circumstances change or whether their feelings change, their experiences kind of influence. For example, we support a number of women at the moment who have been previously bereaved and are now pregnant again. We support them through a holding space in that pregnancy, and we're very much about that kind of containment and a kind of emotional cradle in support until they're ready to have more kind of longer term counselling, if that's appropriate. We support people who've had difficult diagnosis in pregnancy and bonding with their baby, both before and after birth. We support people with mental health difficulties, from early onset antenatal anxiety, for example, to more severe diagnosis, antenatal anxiety and depression, postnatal depression, and all things beyond. So that's kind of essentially how we work. We are based in Bristol. We have clinics in South Gloucestershire and North Somerset with the 6 therapists, and we are looking to develop and widen that now sort of into the Bath, Swindon and Gloucester areas. We've got a few funding projects coming on board. But in addition to that, we also provide a service at home visits. We have a doula on board as well who can support through labour and birth in the hospital unit. And I, within my perinatal mental health role within North Bristol Trust, I'm kind of interweaving with my feet in the door of getting some massage therapy into the wards and supporting midwives, in supporting partners in providing massage therapy, both on the wards, particularly for long-term stay women, but also preparation for labour and birth and coping strategies with labour and birth, but also supporting feeding. So postnatally, it's really important that partners can help to support relaxation, coping strategies for stress postnatally as well. And alongside that, we also provide massage in the NICU unit, the neonatal intensive care unit at Southmead. And this is a new project we're really looking to expand. We've got some funding hopefully on its way, but we're also in negotiations with the Southmead Hospital Charity, where we are looking to gather some massage therapists who'd be interested in doing some free training based around the hospital experiences of women through their birth, and the neonatal experiences of parents through the NICU unit, but also the neonatal experiences. So with regard to both infant mental health and parental mental health, we're really looking to support massage therapists in gaining that hospital experience with this free training and hopefully volunteering to go into the NICU unit as often as possible. But also supporting parents in a really difficult journey that I've experienced really hands-on, and how effective something like massage therapy is in its simplest form of hand massage when a baby's skin to skin, of having to get babies in and out of incubators every day. All of this is really important in their kind of roller coaster journey and following their baby's well-being, and this obviously facilitates. We know that evidence says, you know, the more touch that parents receive in pregnancy and through birth and postnatally, they're more likely to use with their babies as well. So we're really encouraging that kind of touch-orientated care. Other projects that we've got coming up, we also support staff wellbeing. So we support midwives and obstetricians, both through their own perinatal journeys, but also through the experiences that they have within a maternity unit. And we find that's absolutely crucial for a two-way interaction of wellbeing support. So that's something that we do really integrate on. In fact, North Bristol Trust are quite pioneering, and they, within my midwifery contract, I also massage maternity and NICU staff 1 day a week, so they can access massage for free. But we want to expand that to a much wider kind of course. Another project that we have is providing a massage course for maternity and healthcare professionals in teaching partners massage. So that will be externally coming up in this autumn. And also just general emotional wellbeing tools. So this is a course that we're hopefully facilitating with UE and one of our trustees of the charity, who's a lecturer in counselling and psychotherapy at UE, but really providing emotional wellbeing tools and strategies that all healthcare professionals can use with anyone that is struggling at any point of their pregnancy, birth and new parenthood. And this will be hopefully later in the year and will be CBT accredited. How am I for time?
Yes. Hello. Can we do Q's and A's? Is that okay? That was awesome. Thank you so much. Do we have any questions? Yeah, I'm coming.
Hiya. I had a little boy and we had difficult diagnosis in a long time in NICU. And we were based in St Michael's in Bristol. And there was nothing available there. Is there anything we can do as a general public to help fund more help within these units? Is that something, do you rely on donations or things along those lines?
So the way that our funding is, I must admit we're very new, we're only 18 months old. But I've been going through a very touchy-feely thing with being integrated within Southmead Hospital, for example, but we work in parallel with St Michael's. It is very much what we do is donation-based. We're not-for-profit, so we still run all of our services as private therapies, and then the profits from those are put into our other kind of fund to kind of balance out the people who can't afford it. But this is a pilot project with Southmead Maternity and NICU, and I am very adamant and in link particularly with St Michael's mental health team, because I work with them as well a lot. So hopefully we can use the feedback from this to get funding for that. So it's a long, slow process, but it's the way the NHS works, unfortunately. There's no quick answer, but I'm in there.
You're resilient, not going anywhere. Any other questions at all? Quickly, one more. We're all good. Thank you so much for dinner.